Hello everybody, and welcome to the latest Worlds of ZZT livestream. Today we're going to play a Dwarvish-Mead-Dream, which is a game that has a very iconic name, but I never played back in the day, which is very strange, because the author Coolzx? I always said Coolzx, but I've learned not to trust how I've said anything. It's got a typo on the title screen. Well, no, it doesn't. I always want to read that as a descent into the dungeons. But the is the as in Dwarvish-Mead-Dream. Nope, this is by Coolzx, whose I was more familiar with as a kid for the Infestation games about which turned ZZT centipedes into like an action horror movie kind of thing, where centipedes mutate and they're gigantic and you have to kill them all. And I really loved those games as a kid, so I'm really surprised I didn't look into this. But I played it a little while back. I believe it was like a patron suggestion for a closer look, and that won it's a spot from the poll. And I was really impressed by it. This game really tries to cram a lot in, and it's not super long either, which is nice. It just keeps changing gameplay. And generally it does a pretty good job of whatever it's trying to do. There's only really one segment of the game which I think kind of flops, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So let's get right into this. Descend into the dungeons. Copyright, Large Orange Lump. I'm not sure about the discrepancy in the years here. It's very forward-thinking to name your company LOL. We'll say that. This game also has an immense number of sort of title screenish boards. There was the title screen, and now we have this, and there's going to be another. And we'll just keep on going. Long time ago, there was a dream world. In the dream world, creatures of all kinds lived in prosperity, always helping each other out. Then there is the real world. Its evil ruler, Reality, plans on taking over the peaceful dream world. One day, Reality attacked the dream world. His stronger forces destroyed, killed, and slaughtered everyone in sight. One of the few survivors is an old dwarf named Radix. He was the guardian of the dream world. He started to seek for help. I would certainly miss this place. Now I must go. There isn't much time left. Nobody likes Reality. And if you saw the Preserving Worlds video on ZZT, this is should be a familiar board. Radix searched and searched. He walked for days and weeks, mile after mile, searching for the one who can save the dream world from reality. He searched all over both dream and real worlds, and still could not find the one. Until he met Glenn. Large Orange Lump, oh, and Reptile House, I have to update that, presents a ZZT game by Coolzx. Like, this just immediately won me over. As soon as I saw this animation, it's extremely good. This cute little walk-cycled cinematic. You don't really see animated artboards like this very often. He did a really impressive job here. I'm genuinely surprised that this game doesn't seem to have, like, a reputation. Maybe it does, and I was just blissfully unaware. Also, yes, that smiley face is the number of stats. Here's our next title screen. That would probably be a messenger. I mean, it should definitely be up there. I'm a huge fan of this, and I think it both holds up really well today and is also, like, very beginner friendly. This is like a fantastic example world to show somebody what the heck ZZT is and what games in it are kind of like. You step into a small, warm tavern. You were supposed to meet someone here. Why, you don't know either. You can feel it calling out to you. You have traveled to Freydan, a small town in the center of a large forest. Night has come and you feel weary. You could no longer stand the callings, so you left home in search of what this all means. By following your feelings, you have ended up in this tavern. Your name is Glenn. You're a young dwarf, no older than 15 dwarf years. Your fine beard hasn't grown very long yet, but you still keep it well groomed. You look around the tavern. You do not see many people, just a few drunks. Someone sitting at a small table calls out to you. He seems very familiar to you, but you have never met him. He is like someone from your dreams. He is a dwarf too, clad in red. He tells you to sit down. Let's not, though. Let's check out these great bar stools for one. This painting shows the Freydan forest. The lush green trees reminds you of your homeland. Clean looking bar. Polishing a glass goblet. We just don't get ourselves a drink. A wet spot on the table there. Drunk sits motionlessly, his head in a puddle of whiskey. The man is soundly sleeping off his empty bottle of mead. Brass goblet lies on the floor. Now we get the moment of, do I sit here? Do I directly talk to the guy? Do I interact with this? Okay, well that's just a puddle. Let's see if he tells me to sit down. That's how you do immersion. Yeah! Go ahead, sit down. Hello, Glenn. You know my name. Does it surprise you? Strangely, it does not. Ah, my name is Redux. I've been looking for you. Why? What if I tell you you are going to save the world? What? Never mind about that now. Let's have a drink first. Bartender, 2 goblets of mead. The bartender quickly fills your goblets. You stare at the dark liquid in your goblet. Well, drink up. You hesitate. Then you lift up your goblet and take a large sip. As you swallow the strong drink, your mind drifts away as your body petrifies. You fall into a dark trance as your mind travels to places unknown. And then we enter the table. This, Glen, is the dream world, far away from where we came from. The dream world is where people escape to when they sleep, away from the dark reaches of the real. I see. The dream world is in grave danger. The real has taken over. Dungeons formed without reason, and the creatures de-evolved into stupid but more vicious monsters. Yet, there is only one who can stop all of this, a dwarf. The only real-born dwarf that is a dream. I am a dream? This game gets pretty meta pretty fast. Yes, I am too, but I was born here. You are different. You have the ability to travel between dream and reality whenever you want to, like me, but you can also resist the powers of the real, which I cannot. What shall I do to help? Descend into the dungeons. Glenn, I will show you the way. Cool looking wizard dude. There's so many great pictures in this game. Redux leads you to a large cave entrance. The wind started to blow softly, then stronger. The wind is roaring now. This is the village dungeon. You will prove your strength in here. A dungeon now? The village dungeon has been created especially for beginners, such as you. You require no training. I will be waiting for you on the other side of the cave. Here, take this sword. You receive a fairly long sword. It's in average condition, and the blade has been sharpened well. Oh, just you wait if you want some orbs. This game's got orbs. Go now, quickly. You wield your sword, then you cautiously descend into the dungeon. Just like the title screen said. And, you know, good job making a guy in red with a big white beard and making it not look like Santa Claus. Like, I think that's an extra challenge. So, congrats to Coolzx there. There we go. Part 1. The Descend. We gotta descend. And we get some, you know, very classic, kind of roguelike inspired gameplay. I believe like the text file or the credits will actually cite Ancient Domains of Mystery, which was also a treat because that's the roguelike I enjoy playing. So my brain is like, ah yes, there's the goblins and the orcs. We instantly kill them. So it starts off just, you know, your typical ZZT dungeon crawl of the era. Although it does have a nice aesthetic. I really like this sort of white outline to the walls. And the weird kind of gap here between ceiling and wall. It's kind of neat. Some dwarven sausage, which, you know, that's an item in A.D.M.D. Oh, and there's going to be an ogre there. You cream the orc. It dies. Ah, the orc giant, I'm sorry. Some rations, the works. More dwarven sausages. That better not be a giant rust monster. Well, it's pretty aggressive, whatever it is. The Rat King. Ah, so this is... Uh-oh. I think this might be one of those games where it decides if you hit or not based on like being blocked in a random direction. So if I remember right, actually fighting things in corridors, which is normally like the good roguelike strategy because it lets you funnel things into a choke point, is actually very bad. If you fight out in open space, they won't be blocked and you'll have more room for... You'll have higher accuracy just because there's more empty tiles surrounding the enemy. Press the button, passage opens. Eat the large meal, delicious. You also find 30 gold pieces. So if the game was just this, it would look nice, and it would have nice cutscenes. This gameplay's fine. It's just not gonna carry... How many boards we got? Yeah, we got a good number of boards. We should be able to get through this in one sitting, though. I'm pretty confident in that. But I don't think... Honestly, like, none of them individually would probably hold for an entire game this long. Anyway, that's us. That's a young dwarf and an old dwarf. You'll never kill this shitty wizard. He's a good guy. Object named Hee Hee. That's always good. You walk out of the dungeon, your heart still beating with the excitement you had while exploring your first dungeon. Radix greets you. Just as the red rain has began to fall, you made it. Yes, the red rain falls. We mustn't speak long. Reality is coming, and not taking prisoners. You must go on by yourself now. Reality can track me down easily. If I follow you, you will get captured. Beware of reality's servant, Bestial. You must defeat him before facing reality. Now I must leave. Farewell. Alright then. Red rain falls, and Radix leaves. You're alone now. The red rain falls, and you are alone. Red rain falls. Time must not be wasted. You head on to your next dungeon. Hang on 1 second. Alright, Red Rain fell. We got that. Part 2. Evil. What's that? Cool face drawn in there. I guess that's supposed to be bestial. You leave from the dungeons, and soon you arrive at Sat-Ra, a small village located in a crater surrounded by cliffs. You feel safe. Conveniently labeled little town. We got ourselves a church, a healer, a shop. A very ominous looking crack in the wall that we can't do anything with. This game just has fun with like its flavoring here. It would be very easy for this game to have just been like small, medium, large, heal. It's just nope, we got light, we got wound cure, we got treatment, we got turpentine, and we got max. But we're pretty good on health, honestly. So none of that. We can go shopping at the shop. One thing that is a bit disappointing, though, is this game, while it usually has a nice style going for it, sometimes you get boards like this, which are just kind of in a void. It's a bit better with the dungeon because there's not much background to it, but here it's just kind of wasted. Anyway, do we want to buy a Hoktar blade or a Slaycore? We were talking about getting some better weapons, and those sound pretty good. Oh, there we go. Oh, uh-oh. Maybe this one's just the display model. Hopefully we can buy a Hoktar blade. Or Slaycore. And then there's a stuffed lesser bestial. Wonderful. Got Hoktar blade and Slaycore. It hasn't been, well, I'm assuming gems is gold in this. It hasn't been really explicitly stated, but that's a pretty safe assumption if nothing says anything. Let's get ourselves a Slaycore. Ah, a fine selection. Good luck in your travels. I genuinely don't know what difference these swords make. But we spent all our money on that, so now I guess we can go to church. I love this church, though. The attempt of doing kind of like a stained glass window thing is really good. It's our old pal, Father Artius. Hello, welcome to my church. Father, what can you tell me about this village? It's a long story, stranger. Sat-Ra used to be a wealthy and peaceful village, until the orcish patrol gang named Zulk started to attack the village. The villagers ran away, and soon Zulk will take over. The gang's leader is Garlash. He is a very powerful orc. Our own soldiers cannot defeat him. So, you know, while we're saving the dream world, maybe we'll do something about Garlash of the Zulk. Uh-oh. Ha ha ha, hello Artius. Long time no see. Garlash. Uh-oh. And now for you. I particularly love that he just bursts through the wall like the Kool-Aid man. Doesn't go in from the front door. Doesn't go in through the window. Which could have been like a nice showy thing, but no, this man just straight through the wall. And now we're playing a ZZT RPG. There's Garlash. That's what he looks like. No introduction to this. It's just go. What do you want? Do you want to punch him, or do you want to sword slash him? One of these seems more effective than the other, actually. And we did have a sword to begin with. Yeah, this is one of those classic ATV engines, which is just generally means waiting. I don't think any ZZT game does anything like clever with that system. It's always just wait for bar to fill, and then attack, and then wait for bar to fill again. So let's try out the Slay Core. Some nice effects. What's a punch look like? We gotta see a punch. Punch. Yeah, that there's just like a slash, there's some blood flying around, like even as basic as this one is. Oh, we just got critted. For a ZZT game, I mean, this kind of engine is like in like a third of all games released from like 1998 to 2002. There we go. We took him out. Garlash is defeated. We won 2,000 experience and 200 gold. So now we've had our roguelike style dungeon crawler. We've had our traditional 16-bit RPG. You'll also note that it says party health. Our party is just Glenn, but keep that in mind. Yeah, it's a pretty good sword, honestly. You've defeated me already. Now what do you want? We can ask how to leave, or we can ask for a quest. So why not? What can we do for you, Garlash? A quest? A quest, is it? Yes, I have a quest for you. Go into the weapon shop, walk out from the door, and go, "Nee." I know that's not supposed to be read as a word, but it's much more fun to do so. Then touch the east wall. Enter the secret passage. He's dead. It's a cross. And we're still good on health because, like, we just had our own little health bar in that fight. So it says go north and then east a bunch. And I never remember if they count the fact that you start on a passage. So, like, is this the default spot and then north? Or is the passage the default spot and then north of that? But thankfully, it's pretty easy. And I don't know why he spells it out as north and then a whole bunch of easts, and not just like go north once and then touch the wall to your east. But now we're in our next dungeon, which also has a weird looking art style for its walls that I love. Wow, some quest. This really looks bad, but you got yourself into this, so you need to get out. And yes, it is. It is indeed just doors. And now we're abandoning the more complex role-playing systems and roguelike style, and now we're just picking up ammo and shooting ruffians like it's 1991. Oh good. I almost shot a gem. The blue door aesthetic is pretty neat, though. Uh-oh. Bears. And that's our dungeon, which ain't much. This is completely optional. You can just ask for how to leave. And a small round gem with letters scratched on its surface. I see you have completed my quest. Return this gem to me, and you shall get your reward. Garlash. So, yeah. Thank you, Garlash, for the cool gem. It's, you know, it's a dungeon. It's Garlash's door dungeon. He had some doors, and It's also very funny to me that Glenn just immediately is like, yeah, sure, what do you want me to do for this dude? And not, caring whatsoever about this random priest that just straight up got killed. Garlash was trying to kill us, but then, we almost killed him, so now we're friends, kind of? Quest solved. Good. You can have this key now. Go to the crack in the mountain and use this key. A passage will open. It is your way out. Okay, yeah, he just... Okay, it does make you buy a sword, I guess, here. But yeah, you can just skip his dungeon. I guess that's just a safety in case you spend money at the healer and can't afford to buy a sword. It's kind of a very roundabout way to handle that, but it does work. Anyways, let's check out this crack. You insert the key into the crack. The ground rumbles as the mountains split apart. You arrive at a small clearing. You see the entrance to a dungeon in front of you. The path stops at the clearing. The only way through is to enter the dungeon. Even this board, which is pretty minimal, is still, like, really nice looking. Like, this cave entrance is great, and just the extra bits of green around really add a lot to the appearance here. It's a spooky dungeon. What's it gonna be like inside, though, is the question. Oh yeah, just like six tiles of sky. That's all you need. We are outside. And we are back to traditional roguelike. Inspired, that is. This is still very much real time. Apologies to everybody who's watching who loves a good kobold. That's a messed up boy on the right indeed. Well, that'll be fine. We've got Mystery Wall, and we've got the boy, as we're calling him. You see a large, two-headed, dog-like monster. It speaks. Ah, Glenn, you have made it this far. I am surprised. I'm running out of, like, rough villain voices, which is gonna be a problem. What? Who are you? They call me us, Bestial. We serve our powerful master, reality. But you don't need to know that. What do you want from me? Oh, nothing. Just a little, how do you call it? Ah, yes, I require a small fee. Give it to me, and you can pass. You know what to do. It's a typical troll on the bridge. Small tax, that's all. What do you want? Tell me. Oh, no. No need to get so touchy. Just get me the little treasure in this dungeon, and I'll let you pass. What if I refuse? Believe me, fool. You do not want to tangle with me. Growl. Snap. Go now, Glenn. You want to save this puny world, don't you? Ha 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 ha. That's our terrifying dog monster. If you can understand that. Sorry, that was not my intent. How can we handle this puzzle? Puzzle solved. Oh man, there's a lot of kobolds to not attack. You find a cure heart. And some gold. 20 gold. And this thing. Now we're trapped in here. Ever deeper into the dungeons. This is just kind of like a regular Very angular dungeon, actually. It doesn't do any fun effects. Uh-oh. I hope that's not Garlash. You walk down the lonely hall of a small room. You hear a groan ahead. You see a blood-soaked orc. Garlash! It's you! I am hurt. Here, have some leftover potion. There, it should heal in 2 days or so. Thanks, dwarf. What are you doing here? How dare you enter my domain? Prepare to fight. Garlash, not doing good. Now we gotta fight Razor, who is the cool, mysterious character that everybody loves. But guess what? You cannot beat me in this sort of fighting. Let's do this a bit more civilized. I challenge you to a formal sword fight. Fine. Do you know how to engage in a sword fight? No. I know you can pick, like, the blank lines, but I really love just the only actual option is no. It's very good. I love this game. Nope. I don't. I lost my voice here for a second. My apologies. This stream requires a lot more water than usual for obvious reasons. Cool. It is very simple. I will slash my sword at you. And you must block it by slashing your own sword at the direction opposite to the direction I slashed first. If he slashes last, you press right, up, down, etc. If you do not block it quick enough, then you shall die. Let the battle begin. Alright. We got a fun opposite day here. Now we shall start. I'm also very fascinated by the fact that I think this was supposed to be another RPG battle, and then he's like, you know what? Let's have a cool, civilized sword fight. The visuals, not as good, but that's what we get. Mwahaha. Okay, prepare to die. And tragically, this is a bit ruined by pop-ups when it shouldn't be pop-ups. Lucky move, Buster. We do our up slash. Oh my, I'm scared. We do our right slash. What? I was quick enough. I am not a dead man. Oh well, okay. You gotta be pretty quick. Persistent, aren't you? Get ready for my 2/sword text. Okay, that one did not give me much time. I was still reading the words. You gotta go left up. This is a challenge. Oh yeah, get ready for this. No, not at all. No time to read. I feel like the timer is starting before the message even appears. I'm confident. Okay, so... And you know, even with that like short timeline, even if it was, you know, giving me time to read it first, just having to switch these, especially when it's doing up and east and not like northeast. Weird inconsistency there doesn't help either. So we're going to be doing down, left, right, up. Although I guess with this, you just need to get the first one. Yeah, impossible. I have been defeated. Done like chicken. I'm out. We shall meet again. And that's Razor, everybody. He's great. I don't know who he is. I don't know why he... Well, I guess he attacks everybody, so that's why he attacked. I don't know why Garlash was here to be attacked. I guess it's just the way to go. Never mind, I'm solving all these mysteries by thinking about them for a moment. Poor Garlash, though. He's hurt. As Razor dissolves into the darkness, you hear Garlash call out to you. Thank you, dwarf. You saved my life. I shall consider you a friend, and I will call off my orc patrols. Are your wounds serious? Ah, a bruise or two can't bring me down. I must be off now. Perhaps we shall meet again someday. Oh, and one more thing. I found this jewel-encrusted box. I think it is some sort of treasure. You can have it as a reward for saving me. Farewell. He watches Garlash limps off into the dark. He decides to go up and find Bestial. Now we're right back where we started. With our cool treasure. For the dog. I don't remember his voice. My brain can only handle like 2 voices max. Well, Glenn. No, that was Razor. This is a challenge. How do, like, DMs do this? I do not know. Did you bring me the treasure? That's right, he's a dog man. Show him the treasure. What? Impossible. You defeated Razor? Oh well. I shall return, Glenn. Don't celebrate now. And all the kobolds in the dungeon are like, yip yip, you saved me. Except for the one. Sorry. Anyway. Part 3. Kronos. I promise we will not run over a child and then forget about it for several hours. These are a different kind of Chrono Wars. This is the part of the game that does actually suck, though, unfortunately. Here we are, just minding our own business, and then it's a battle with Lesser Bestial. So now this same kind of RPG engine we were doing before is just converted to random encounters. Except that means, for one thing, our health is what actually goes down now. And then, let's see, is ammo? I think ammo is the enemy's health. Oh, I guess not. There it is, yes, okay, we're just really bad at attacking things. Choice bit and 1 slash now. It's just, to actually hit is extremely difficult. And it just locks you away, and all I want to do is just run across this board. Like, look at how much health we lost. This is one fight. Please. Okay. Oh no, this is one of these ones where it's not getting to 0, it's getting it beyond 0, because you can check that in ZZT more easily. Alright, yeah, we can punch them now, I guess. There we go. 20 gold, 200 experience. Now we cross our fingers and hope we don't get another encounter before we move on to the next board. But as long as I have the save screen open, we can admire this board a little bit, which is nice. I love the little river. Good water. Run, run, run. To the city. If we're lucky, we won't have a second encounter. Okay, we're safe. We are saved. It's also, if you have an encounter like right before the board edge, and then you can kind of run away to the next board, but then if you get hit with a second encounter, the ammo will still be there from the previous enemy's health, and you'll just get an extra long battle instead. It's not good, but the good news is I think we're done with this component. But I mean, it's yet another kind of combat in this game. You arrive in a small village surrounded by white walls. Come buy our fresh fruits. Might be a small village, but it holds a great power. Hello, adventurer. Welcome to Fourpast. This is the market area, and the place where most of the villagers sleep. You'll need to talk to the town elder if you wish to visit the north part of the village. The town elder lives in the town hall. That's the building with the gold plate. This dude is having a time. Yeah. Also, not just the perspective, but also like the shadow here on this, I guess, awning of sorts. There is a lot of effort put into this game, and it really does stand out. Now we can head into the mysterious town hall. Meet our next friend. There's a window. We gotta be careful with windows. Anybody could bust through the wall right next to them at any moment. And I love the lighting in here, just the little lit up squares just from the sun. Alright, so what's your deal, Miss? Welcome, Glenn. I have been expecting you. How do you know my name? I have many secrets. But let's not talk about it now. You have a great task to accomplish. In order for me to help, I must first look into your future. I hit my mute button a little too early. I am ready. Ah, I see you in a strange world in the very distant future. Very different from our time. I see you battling a great evil in the shape of a giant dog. It seems to have traveled over time to destroy the dream world and shatter the chrono orb. That would be awful. We can't have that happen. It's boof. I forgot about this line. It's bestial. I've met the bitches. Reality is not a dog. Bestial is who does reality's dirty work. I see that your quest is very dangerous. The only thing I can do is send you to that time period using the chrono orb. The rest is up to you. Thank you, Elder of the Village. The orb is north of town, and give you permission to use it. Good luck. See, I'm putting in this effort because the game is putting in this effort. This is a game that deserves this voice acting. Because normally all the writing is so terrible that, like, I don't want to read this out loud. This is just like a fun, goofy charm. Like, of course the chrono orb is here. Of course Bestial is going to, like, travel forward in time to destroy the dream worlds. That's what's gonna happen. You come to a large clearing. There are no buildings. All you see is a fence and a large altar with a bright orb. This is just a really good ZZT game. I gotta do it justice. Come this way. Anyway, here's our cool orb. To Fourpast Plains. Year 5800 AD. I think there's a little bit of chrono trigger in this one. That's a borb. Anyway, wouldn't you know it, the future sucks. Oh, actually, I think we get stuck with these awful random encounters again. Water is still good. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. What happened to Forecast? Oh, actually, there's no other objects on this board. We're saved. We can admire this futuristic hell city. See, this is what I want. This is cool backgrounds. And now, we're in the sci-fi future. Large steel doors close behind you as you enter the strange structure. Below you lies a bottomless pit. The many, many layers of metal pipes are the only places to land. You can see armored steel men coming your way. You hit the warbot. It is defeated. Slaycore still holding up, at least. Whoop. Oh man, maybe I should be a bit more careful with these fights, actually. I don't have a lot of health. Oh no. They are strong. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to cheat for health. That's one other thing that is a bit unfortunate. There was that healer super early when, like, you could barely take any possible damage. It would be very good if there had been something in Forecast. These are BattleBots. The box is locked. The lights are on. It's BattleBot fighting time. Why is that one not moving anymore? Alright, well, I guess we rescued somebody. This is Jared. Now, A.D.M.D does have a character named Gerard, who I think everybody just calls Jared because that's easier to say. I'm not sure if this is meant to be a reference or not. Greetings, stranger. I am Gerard, Lieutenant Commander of Flight Ship Thylos. My name is Glenn. Why? It cannot be. The ancient race of dwarves are long extinct in the dream world. I come from the past to destroy a great evil in your time. So, you are the one who will defeat that monstrous canine who took over Forecast Station. You have seen it? Yes, of course. That's why I sealed myself inside this protection field. It took over our security robots and control systems. To reach it, you must proceed south to engineering. I shall give you a level 1 keycard. It is required to pass through most security blocks located here. You look hurt. Take this wound cure spray, and take care. Okay, so the game does heal us here. So we are saved. Oh yeah, that's almost certainly it. We just had the remainder bug. Where the game just assumes we will be dead, but we're not dead. Because we had 5 health. Also, I love that he wasn't, like, captured like he looked. It's just, no, this is my safety shield thing. That is all you have to do, but, like, a surprising number of games don't put that endgame there and then run into situations like this. It's probably just Coolzx thinking that, like, if anything takes, like, a multiple of 10, it'll be fine, but forgetting that the RPG fights in before Forecast could, like, adjust by finer numbers. And we gotta head on to engineering. Insert level 1 keycard. Insert the strange slip Jared gave you into the lock. Access granted. I do like that Glenn just never really learns what all this stuff is. You need a level 2 keycard now, though. You enter what looks like an empty room when you suddenly hear a low hum and a voice saying, Security lasers armed. You guess it's a good idea to not touch the laser. I guess we figured out what a laser is. Okay. The cyan fakes indicate paths that are laser free. Every once in a while, the laser paths will flash for a short time and disappear again. Navigate through without touching the lasers to disarm it. So, don't hit the walls. Or the warbots. Okay, yes. And if you just touch one, it's just an invisible wall. And when the invisible wall gets revealed, the game detects it, and you're instantly burned to a crisp and die. Ooh, that gets a little flashy at that speed. I kind of like this, though. Like, this is an interesting mechanic. And that it actually mixes in, it does have some warbots wandering around. Alright, security alarm disarmed, is now safe to cross. Now we get this horrible mess of a room. Which I guess is just storage or something. It really is. This is just ZZT distilled into one game, and it's great. Especially because, like, it's doing all these weird genres, like, pretty well, honestly. It's not perfect, but this is very playable. It's very enjoyable to play as well. Like, this is legit really impressive. Anyways, I am Warbot 1280. Intruder. Prepare to die. Why not? Another fight. And now, at this point, it's like, well, what's it gonna be? How are we gonna fight Warbot 1280 or 90 or whatever it just said? Gonna be an RPG? Are we gonna have to play Simon Says? It's looking like an RPG. But we've got some new moves. With Swords Dance. Warbot here with Metal Arm. All kinds of devastating attacks. Also, I don't know why there's a button down here. The menu automatically opens once your meter fills. It's a good robot, though. And the game is, like, actually generous in terms of its health for these RPG battles. Well, maybe not that generous. But you can actually be, like, reasonably confident that you will get through these fights. They don't last forever, the meter fills fast. Like, this game avoids a lot of problems with ZZT RPGs. Warbot 1280 is defeated. 2,000 experience, 200 gold, and a level 2 keycard. Oh no, its metal arm is frozen in place forever. I don't want to spam punch. Punch is not good. This game is too well designed to require me to punch. Punch is for the fools who forgot to buy their cool swords. Okay, access granted. Now we can head to... The small floating object reads, this way to engineering. Sure. This way to engineering. Loving this little staircase. This bestial looks like 1,000 times better than the last one. It doesn't have smiley faces for its heads. Bestial. What? How did you find me? I guess you're smarter than I thought. Stop this at once. If you destroy Fourpast, the Chrono Orb will be shattered. We will be trapped here. Well then, this is your chance. To battle me, dwarf. Come on. The smiley heads do make it seem terrifying to think of. These are much better. Anyways, we have to save the Chrono Orb. Good dog. Still have an empty party. Let's try dancing. Okay, which head are we going to dance with? It's the real question. Oh, I've been dancing with the first one. I'm curious if I just got really lucky there or if something is screwy in the code on this one. That was just some perfect dancing. Sorry, it still does this. For maximum polish, you would like detect that one of the heads is defeated and auto-select the other. I was kind of hoping that like Sword Dance would attack both targets or something. But no, everything, you gotta pick one. Alright, let's punch that dog. So, I mean, there's still not really much strategy to these fights or anything, but... Oh, there we go. We defeated both heads. Good job. Yeah, like, there's things you can do, but every ZZT RPG is just this, or worse. Pondering my Chrono Orb. You have finally defeated Bestial, and the only obstacle left is reality itself. You grab the Chrono Orb and go back to your time period. And then you just get this board, and look how cool this board is! It's so cool our wizard friend isn't even looking at whatever the heck is going on. You exit the Chrono Orb to find yourself standing in an open field. You see Radix coming towards you. Did you enjoy your trip to the future? Good work on defeating Bestial. But there is a much larger task to be accomplished. Behind me is a Tower of Dreams, corrupted by the tentacles of reality. Enter the tower and defeat reality. It's now or never. I don't remember his voice at all. Sorry, buddy, you disappeared for too long. That was part 3 was a long one, actually. Part 4, reality. There's some real nice silhouette work in this game, too. And back to the classics. Got some S's, some Y's, some L's, a T, a medkit, bandages, a snake, big snake. Oh boy, that's yeah, there we go. The odds aren't good in these narrow hallways. Trolls. Oh, that one had a key. A gargoyle, sure. But politely including some healing in this one, at least. I guess we can use our key to fight a lizard. The lizard seems to have lost interest, which works for me. Oh, never mind. I'm not thinking straight here. We've got to defeat the lizard. This lizard needs to move. There we go. Oh, that gargoyle got me good, huh? Come on out. Come on out. It's not gonna. Saw a hit message there for a second. Okay. My goodness. Goodbye. Uh-oh. These. What are these? Wound cures. Yes, good. Master Vamp. Alright, we've taken down the Master Vamp. And then just regular old vampires. They're unrelated. That was scary. Why'd you stop? Okay. Sure. Interesting place for it, but yes. Alright, we've got 1,100 gold. And for 300 we could buy max heal. Which I think just sets it to 100. No, it just gives you 100. Some turpentine for 500 though, actually. Oh yeah, that's like a heal over time. I wish it explained these. Oh. Well, okay, never mind. It's not a heal over time. I mean, it is. It's just a heal over like 3 seconds of time. Well, give me the treatment. No, I can't afford the treatment anymore. I can afford the wound cure. And the light. There we go. I'm feeling much more confident now. I forget if fakes... Do fakes... I don't think fakes block for blocked. Like, I think it checks if the tile is walkable. And not, like, if the tile isn't empty. Light is just cure light wounds. I don't know why it just calls it light there. Alright, on to the worms. Hopefully 900 health is enough. With their green blood. They're definitely good at dodging. Like, physically, not just the you missed the worm kind of attacks. These worms are getting me good, but there was some healing daft, I think that said. Okay. Healing draft, okay. I thought there was a typo there. Anyway. Here's reality, I guess. Ah, Glenn. I was wondering when you will finally show up. Leave this world, reality. You ordering me? Ha ha ha. I can kill you this instant. You'll meet your death now, dwarf. No. Garlash. You cannot take my world. Ugh. I guess I will have to... I guess you will have to die too. No, I don't think so. Rowl Staff. Who are you? Everybody gets a redemption arc. Ah, Bestial, so you have come back. After being defeated by this dwarf? I would think you'd want to return to... me. I will defeat you now, reality, and then I shall rule this world. Defeat me? You've finally gone crazy, haven't you? Fine. If it's a fight you want, death you will get. Come on. Yeah, I love the single character Bestial with just 2 little dots for the heads are great. Who saw this coming? Now it's time for Bestial versus Reality. It's an intense fight. Reality has been defeated. And usurped. It is also, like, really good art here for Reality. A terrifying monster. Very good. Anyway, the dog is mad now. Now that the old duffer is gone, I can take care of you two. Roar, let me at him. No, I must do this alone. So be it. Ah, this world shall be mine. Let's go. When you enter this battle, do not press up to unpause. That's how ZZT works. Again, some great art. Because we gotta. We were the chosen one. And then, well, one more for the road. This poor dog gets some pretty rough portrayals. Yeah, I also got November Eve. This is actually, yeah, it straight up is. I could have swore it wasn't, but no, you're right. Left, move left, right, move right, up attack. You must attack only when Bestial is resting. Stop shooting, and when Bestial says so tired. You attack when Bestial is active, then you will get bitten, and more health will be taken off. Dodge the bullets and wait for Bestial to rest, then attack. I love that this object is just named WoW. It captures things quite well. Okay. No. Time to kill. That's right, there's not... Okay, that one on the right is going all the way down. There's really nothing you get to do here. You just kind of tank hits. Okay, that's... There we go. This is like the closest thing to an optimum solution, because if you're lucky... Oh man, I'm not lucky. There we go. I'm lucky enough. So you can't really dodge the bullets is the thing, which really defeats the purpose of the engine. Unless you attack, but then you get hurt for trying to attack when you're not supposed to. So, like, your best bet is kind of either to wiggle your way into a corner and hope that the other object does some blocking for you, or that you just move, like, right after you get shot, and if you're lucky, you can cut off the label jump in ZZT and have it just jump to the movement label rather than the take damage label. Now we have defeated Bestial. 300 experience and 200 gold. We barely survived that one, actually. This grumpy looking dog. Okay. Didn't really tell me where the exit was. Garlash looks to be okay. Thank goodness. Glenn and Garlash climb down the Great Tower, relieved. Reality is gone, and so is Bestial. They see Radix approaching them. It's over. Reality and Bestial are gone forever. The dream world is safe. Yes, finally. You have done very well, Glenn. Someday you will take my place as the guardian of the dream world. As for now, let's go celebrate. With some Dwarvish-Mead. Yeah, parties! I finally feel I am truly part of this world now, and I am happy. Let us all join together and forever protect the dream world. And thus ends our story. After a wonderful feast and celebration, normal life returned to the citizens of the dream world. Many prosperous long years have passed. Glenn has been made guardian, and Garlash became a king of orcs. Radox's tomb lies in the mountains of the northeast, but his memory will always be preserved in the hearts of the Dreamworld citizens. The end. Yeah, I think we were in the dream world except for that bar, which is also kind of an unexplored concept. But that's a Dwarvish-Mead dream. That's our guy, and our other guy. We might have been. Who can say? There we go. Yeah, here's our Thomas Biscuit for Ancient Domains of Mystery. Thanks to Lemmer for making ZZT Romp, everybody's favorite. I don't know what that is. The Interactive Fantasy's annual ZZT Excellence Awards for letting me win. That's a fair share of beta testers. Guess if you're publishing under Large Orange Lump, you got some connections. Have a Dwarvish-Mead dream, everybody. The end. Okay, now it's saying copyright 2000. We're saved. Oh, we do have ZZT Romp. Fantastic. That's good to know. So that's a Dwarvish-Mead dream. And also, it has artwork in the zip file that looks like this. So we can get a nice look at Glenn and reality here. I'm so glad that these are just included in the zip file, so we still have them. Now we know. This is what they're meant to look like. It's a shame we don't have, like, a Razor or Bestial or Garlash or anything, but... we got this guy. There we go. That's better. Yeah, Razor's just the weird and mysterious character. That's why he's so cool. Oh yeah, that one's definitely MS Paint art. The other ones seem, I would guess, is something a little nicer, but... And these images are not, like, resized at all. That is how big they actually are. They are pretty low res. But yeah, this game is great. It's a lot of fun to play. It just keeps doing new things from beginning to end. And it's pretty much always successful, and even when it's not, like, that final fight and the random overworld encounters, it's not so bad as to, like, really have that much of an impact, because it doesn't stick around for too long. So this is one that I highly recommend playing through yourself at some point. I hadn't played it before, and, like, straight up, this is definitely one I would recommend. And it's pretty straightforward, honestly. Like, very beginner friendly. Maybe a little tight on health at some points. I would not say this was short. We went on for over an hour. I think an hour is kind of like average, give or take like 10 minutes. But that's a Dwarvish-Mead-Dream. And Coolzx actually has a pretty big number of games. There's Beast of Krakenkana, I don't know what that is. There's Bullet, there's Demo, with the E as a 3 and the O as a 0. There's Dark One's Rising Demo, which... it's such a shame that it's only the demo. Because, man, it has a good title screen, but it just has big demo text covering it up. Check out this cool skull. I don't know why I didn't just link the game. Check out this cool skull, dude. To be a little more accurate. There's all the Infestation games, which also have some wild art. He's got quite a number of releases under his belt, at least. I don't think they're all this good, but they're all fun, I would say. So that's going to do it for now. We will be back on Sunday. I'm gonna start the epic journey that is Fred 2. One of ZZT's longest single-file games. I don't know how long it actually is, because I mean, it's like 100 boards. I don't know how long it's going to take. It's a game that doesn't have the best balance, so I've never actually finished it. But yeah, I mean, we had our RPG battles, we had our melee dungeon crawler combat, we used ammo to shoot ruffians, we had overworld enemy encounters, we had a sword fighting engine, we had that final fight engine, which was not a final fight engine. Like, there's just a ton here. It really shows off the possibilities of just what you can kind of do with ZZT. Which just makes it, like, so much fun to play. But yeah, Sunday, Fred 2. Next Friday, we'll start doing the polls. The only reason... I guess we kind of lucked out, because this was a very fun stream. The only reason there wasn't a poll for this week is because I kind of didn't get anything done the other day that I intended to, and I didn't want to do a poll with, like, no time left. But that'll be it for now. Thank you all for watching, and hope to see you around next time. Later.